Welcome back. As you might have heard recently, I am approaching my 2000th game. Last night I played my 1001st game as white. This will be, if I set it up to play with the black pieces, it will be my 999th game with black, which combined with 1001 will be my 2000th game. I'm going to set this for 10-minute, 0 increments, rated, and I'm going to click with the black pieces. I need to switch to the other screen. Let's do this. Okay, and hopefully everything over here will be cropped so that you can see it. Let's go. Oh, it has paired me. I'm in the lobby here. I'm going to be paired with someone in just a second, hopefully. Okay, I have been paired with someone, and it does look like it has been cropped correctly. Okay, we're going to face the English. I believe E5 is the best response to the English, although I am not 100% certain. I think that is aiming for D4. Wow. I had to get an opening I'm not familiar with. Okay. Why don't we just go ahead and do that? I really have no idea what to do here. And we will pretend it was a Scandinavian, but with some extra pieces out there. Are they going to try to defend that piece? No. What is that trying to do? I have no idea. I'm going to take the pawn. Okay. I'm going to put this knight out here. They're going to try aiming for down there maybe. I don't know. This is a weird English setup. Let's just go ahead and put this bishop here. I may have to castle queenside the way that things are setting up. Okay. That aims to attack that knight, but it's defended twice, so I think I'm going to be okay. I'm going to go ahead and develop my other bishop. Okay. What is that trying to do? All right. Going to, if I take that bishop, that'll mess up their pawn structure, won't it? But they already have all these pieces pointed down here, and if I do mess up their pawn structure, they're going to be able to move this rook over. But maybe that's okay, because I was thinking about castling queenside. I don't know. I really have no idea. I'm going to take it. My opponent is moving much more quickly than I am, so what should we do? Should I put this out here on H3? Now, I think I should probably just go ahead and move up my queen and prepare to castle queenside. All right, they're going to attack me on the queen side. What if we just push that up there and see what happens? Okay, they're putting pressure on this. What if I just brought this rook over now and lined up with that bishop there? See what they do. They moved it. Okay. Attacking my knight. And if I move it, they're attacking this pawn. However, let's go ahead and just... I might very well lose this game. I do lose a great number of games. So, not sure how this one's going to play out. I'm wondering if I shouldn't put this bishop here to protect that pawn, but then the bishop wouldn't be protected. That looks dangerous. Lining up with this pawn here. They're going to take it. And then if I take back, they're going to take back with their rook. And I can't really get to their king right now. If I move this pawn, I undouble their pawns. If I move this pawn, I might triple their pawns. So that's going to come with check. Maybe I should castle queenside, kingside now. No, I really have no idea. I'm probably already lost. Okay, but I wanted to record my 2000th game, so that's what I'm doing. And yes, I do sometimes talk out loud while I'm playing chess, even when I'm not recording. Okay, now they're coming in there. So that seems like a reasonable plan. Yeah, I figured that was coming. But I don't have to take back, do I? I really don't, because of this. And then I pick up the bishop. Wait, they resigned? I won my... Okay, oh my. That was my 2000th game. And I just won it. Oh my. Okay, well that went well. Let's click the analysis board. Hopefully that will show up well on the screen because again, I have to crop and place these things in the OBS software before I start recording, and sometimes I don't know exactly what the shape's going to be like. I have clicked request a computer analysis, which is down here, and it's going to run. As you can see, that was the Stockfish 15 horsey that popped out there. It's going around and around. All right, it looks like it's done. Okay, their last move was a blunder, and that's what did it for me. Okay. Did I have blunders? It's hard to see because of my background color here, but it says I had one mistake, no blunders. I played with 86% accuracy and 38 average cent-upon loss, which is pretty good. Okay, let's just look at this real quick since we're here, instead of making a separate analysis video. Okay, C5 was actually the best move according to Stockfish. But in the opening database here, E5 is by far the most common response. And it's also the second best move suggested by Stockfish, so I don't feel so bad then. E3 is one of their better moves here. Knight to C3 is by far the most common, but they played E3. Okay, now what I was supposed to do here, according to Stockfish, was G6 or D6. I had no idea. But the database, the player database, not the master database, but the player database says knight to F6 is by far the most common. By far, 82,000 times, with knight to C6 being 34,000 times, the next most common. Okay, well D5 is not up there, but that's what I played. I just wanted to break things open because I had no idea what was going on. Their best move was to take, and they did. There's still 8,000 games in this position according to this opening database. This is the this is the English opening King's English variation. And they were supposed to, no, I was supposed to play knight to F6 here, which I did. Okay, best move. They were supposed to play queen to A4 check. Okay. Oh, because that pawn guards the that square, so I couldn't block with the pawn. But I would have probably blocked with the bishop. That's weird. The Stockfish line, the top of the line, if you can see, says queen to A4, and it says I would block with C6. I don't think I would because that pawn is sitting right there ready to take it, right? Yeah, I don't think that's what I would have played. I think I would have blocked with the bishop. But anyway, that's not what they played. They went there. Now that's possible that that was a mouse slip. I don't know. And my best move was to take the pawn, which I did. That's from the Scandinavian defense modern variation, except that's without any of these pieces there. Usually there's a knight here at this point when that happens. But anyway, they played A3, which was their second best move. Okay, I did play knight to C6, and that is the most common move in the book, but bishop to D6 was actually my best move according to Stockfish. That would have prepared me to castle, so I understand that. But that's fine. This is common. They played bishop to D3 here. Okay, that's not in the book or in Stockfish's recommendations. And it gave me a slight advantage, which I could have taken advantage of with queen to D6 or G6. Nope, G6 has fallen out of favor. Oh, it's back in there. G6 or G5 even. I'm not sure about that. Queen to D6 I do get, but I was thinking about castling queenside here, so I played this. And that's not bad. The Stockfish says we're still drawn at this point. And they played knight to C3, which was an inaccuracy. And I'm supposed to just take it. Okay. Nope. Stockfish has changed its mind again. It does that. Okay. Queen to D7 would have been my best move. Okay, well that makes sense, since I was planning on castling queenside. That would have made sense, but instead I wasn't sure yet, so I decided to bring out my other bishop. Oh, I didn't go all the way. Maybe I should have. It still says we're drawn. They can take my knight, but getting their other knight out and preparing to castle is their best move. But they took now. Oh, and I was supposed to take back with the queen. Okay, well taking back with the bishop leaves me with a mild, very slight advantage. They played their best move. Okay. I wasn't sure at any of this point. If you saw the beginning of the video, which I assume you did, otherwise, why are you watching this part? That would be weird. Okay, Then, oh, that was an inaccuracy on my part. What should I have done? I should have played queen to d6 or queen to d7. Both of those make sense. Or a6. Not sure about that. I guess maybe they might have been thinking about coming down here. Otherwise, what would a6 be? Maybe a6 would be preparing b5. Oh, nope, that one's off the list now. By the time I look at it, Stockfish has changed its mind. Bishop to d6 is my third best move. Or one of the queen moves. Okay, but definitely not castling kingside. I didn't want to castle into that. Okay, but I took the knight instead, which gave them a slight advantage. They took back. Now queen to d6 I did play because I was ready to castle, but they played b4, which was their best move. Now what should I have done here? What did I do here? I played g6 here. Why did I play that? Oh, to block this, and also I thought they were about to bring their rook over, so I thought putting my pawn on g6 would help. It definitely says I should have castled queenside. It says to ignore this. Ah, I think I would have gotten in trouble had I castled queenside, and then it says they would have just put this bishop here, but I think they would have immediately played that. I think they would have pushed to b5, but my rook would have been here, so maybe not, because my battery would have been targeting that bishop. Okay, but that's what I should have done, but instead I played g6, and now they have a +1 advantage. Can we scroll down to the chart here? We're not yet at my worst point. My worst point was a +2. Okay, they played their best move here, which was developing their last minor piece. And again, I was supposed to castle queenside, but instead I just went ahead and brought the rook over. They did get out of the way, which was their best move. Now I'm supposed to castle kingside, but instead I played that, which I guess encouraged them to take the knight, which was their best move. Okay, according to Stockfish, I am down. It's right up there, the top. I'm down +2. This is at about the worst point, +2.5. Even if I take back, which I did, and they were supposed to play f4. Interesting. Rook c1 is their second best move, but it was counted as an inaccuracy. And now I definitely was supposed to castle kingside, and I did. Okay, good for me. I'm only down +1 at this point, and they were supposed to play d4. I'm not sure about their idea of breaking open the center with their king still there, but they do have this pointed here. And my king is now over there, so maybe, yeah, d4 is what they should have played. Or queen to c4 check. That would have forced me to one of those squares, which would have lined it up with the bishop. Okay. But instead they play queen to c3. Again, possibly a mouse slip. I have no idea when another opponent plays what's almost the best move, but if they had gone one square further, you never know if it's a mouse slip or misclick, whatever you call it. Bishop to f6 was my best move to put extra defense on that pawn. And then they took, which was not good for them. That was counted as a blunder. Oh, that's because it gave me this. Okay, and I found it, and they resigned. Because once they moved out of check, which they only had one legal move in this position, I was going to take the bishop. And then I would have been up a full piece at that point. Okay, well, I won my 2000th game. Thank you for being here for that. And we'll see you next time.